Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today here on Facebook Live. I'm Dr. Alexis Conason. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I am the founder of the Anti-Diet Plan. For those of you who don't know, the Anti-Diet Plan is a mindfulness-based program designed to help people to help people really get out of that conflicted relationship with food, to stop dieting, stop feeling like at war with ourselves, and really learn how to dramatically change your relationship with food and learn a totally new way to eat that is much more in tune with our body, much more aligned with what our body truly needs, and really learning to work with our body instead of against our body. Because I'm telling you, like, our body has really strong drives and physiological forces that are designed by eons of evolution to keep us alive. They're really important. And when we try to fight against ourselves and fight against our bodies, it's a losing battle. So anybody who's ever tried to diet probably knows that. We can try to fight against ourselves for some amount of time, maybe lose some weight, but it really rarely works and is sustainable long term. And that's why we see all of these negative consequences to our physical health and our emotional well-being when we are dieting. So I invite you, if you're struggling with dieting, or if you're just struggling with your relationship with food and your body, not feeling good about your body, not feeling good about your eating, I invite you to check out my 5-day free mini course. You can sign up on my website, drconason.com. And I'm also going to be releasing a self-paced version of my 6-week signature course that's going to be coming out in just a few weeks. I'm also re-releasing my free masterclass on why diets don't work and what you can do instead. So there's lots of new exciting free resources that are going to be coming out in addition to the paid signature program. That's all going to be coming out in the next few weeks, so stay tuned. And if you're not already on my newsletter, you can sign up to make sure that you get notified of when all of those fun things are coming out. You can sign up drconason.com. So we have just a few Facebook Lives left of the season. I'm going to be taking a break from May until September. I'm actually going to be going out on leave for a few months and won't be doing Facebook Lives during that time. But I will be here for the next few weeks. So I hope you'll join me for the final few Facebook Lives of the season, ending at the end of April. And I hope you'll stay tuned with me today for our short discussion, because this is all about what to do when you want to integrate mindfulness into your life, but you feel like you have no time. And I think this is something that so many of us can relate to. We're just like always busy, going. I know I'm certainly finding myself stuck in that bind as I'm preparing to take leave and as I'm just trying to like wrap everything up and do a lot of projects and probably taking on more than I should, which I think I'm not alone again in that being like, I think a really common societal issue is that we tend to take on too much. We have a hard time saying no. We tend to not want to miss out on opportunities that are exciting and fun, but also time consuming. So sometimes we find ourselves in this bind, and we know the value of mindfulness, so many of us, but we just are like, sit down for 30 minutes to meditate. Oh my gosh, how am I ever going to fit that into my schedule? So I'm a big believer in making mindfulness work for you and work with your lifestyle. And one of my favorite ways to do that is to just create mindful moments. So, I think there's a huge benefit to a formal seated meditation practice. And that doesn't have to be a long practice. That could be 5 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. It could be 20 minutes. Research actually shows that there's a ceiling effect at 20 minutes. If you meditate for longer than 20 minutes, there's nothing wrong with it. And if you enjoy doing that, by all means, but there's no additional benefit gained for meditating for, say, an hour versus 20 minutes. That's what the research shows. So 20 minutes is a ceiling effect, but there's still a lot of benefit that can be gained from just like a 5-minute daily meditation practice. In addition to that daily meditation practice, or if you just can't get that practice in, I think that this idea of mindful moments can be really powerful. So what a mindful moment is exactly what it sounds like. Just taking a brief period of time, it could be a minute, it could be a few seconds, it could be a few minutes, to become present. So for those of you who are totally new to the idea of mindfulness, I'm just going to give a brief definition, which is that mindfulness is the process of being fully aware and present in the current moment with a sense of non-judgmental awareness, okay? Being fully aware and present in the current moment, right here, right now, with a sense of non-judgmental awareness. And I also think that it involves an element of compassion, with a sense of non-judgmental awareness and compassion for yourself and for others. If we can bring that in, that's really powerful too. So how can we integrate that in? You know, there are so many ways that we can integrate that idea into our life, and it doesn't necessarily need to just be confined to the meditation cushion or the chair or wherever you're doing your formal meditation practice, or even you can integrate it in, again, like I said, even if you're not doing the formal meditation practice. So, you know, this might look like just bringing your awareness to the present moment for a few seconds, whatever you're doing, right? So if you're in a meeting and you notice that your mind has totally wandered off, it might just be recognizing that you haven't been present and bringing your awareness back to the present. It also can involve all of our senses. So one of my favorite ways to integrate a mindful moment into our day is to be fully present with the process of hand washing, right? So hand washing is something that many of us do, hopefully most of us do, several times a day. And there's a lot of sensations involved. So sometimes bringing all of our sensations in can help us become fully aware, bringing in sight, smell, taste, hearing, touch. I think, did I say all five? And hand washing has all of that. So, you know, there's just, you know, next time, try this as an experiment. Next time you wash your hands, rather than just doing it on autopilot, which like most of us do, try to be actually fully present to what it feels like to have your hands under the sensation of the warm water. What does the water feel like against your hands? Is there a scent to the soap? Is there sound that the running water makes? Just trying to tune in as much as you can to the, you know, full experience of that process of washing our hands, something that so many of us do just, you know, again, without thinking about it, with our mind completely somewhere else. It's not bringing any extra time into your day. It's something that you already do, but just making it mindful. And that's what mindful moments really are. It's about, you know, just bringing our awareness and our attention to something that we're already doing. So it doesn't take any extra time. And the same thing can happen with our eating. Next time you're eating, you know, again, many of us eat on autopilot, rather than, you know, having kind of our mind and body, having our body and, you know, the eating experience happening in one place and our mind is somewhere completely different. Can we bring our mind to meet our body? So can we be aware of the sights, smells, tastes, textures of the food? Again, it doesn't mean that we have to eat like super slowly. It doesn't mean that we have to choose different foods, that we have to do anything differently than what we're already doing. Simply about the act of bringing attention and awareness to what you're already doing. Some other ideas of integrating mindful moments might be to, you know, take a walk. I don't know where you all are located, but here in New York, it is starting to be that beautiful spring weather coming out, and just, you know, being outside and feeling the temperature of the sun on your face, the sights and sounds going on around you, taking a moment to connect with nature. If you're somewhere where you have nature around you, that's kind of going to be hard to find in New York City, although, you know, there are some trees here and there. But whatever it is that you choose to do. Oh, and another really great way to bring in mindful moments is, for those of you who have children, is in parenting. You know, so often we go through the routines of parenting and you know, it's like we're just trying to get through the actions, and get to that end goal, like bedtime is just like get that kid to bed so we can, have our time and relax. But we're spending the time doing that process anyway. So what's it like to actually be present when you're reading your child the story, to be present when you're helping them brush their teeth or giving them dinner or whatever it is? It's not about changing anything. Again, it's just about bringing your awareness to the present moment. So I hope that you will experiment with those ideas of how to integrate mindful moments into your everyday life. And if you give it a try, I would love to hear. Please drop your thoughts in the comment section or send me an email. And again, I think we have about 2 or 3 more Facebook Lives left of the season before I go out on leave. I hope you'll join me. If there's any particular topic that you want to hear about, please feel free to email me or let me know in the comment section. You can reach me by email, info@drconison.com. I'm on social media. I'd love to connect with you there. I'm on Instagram at The Anti-Diet Plan, on Twitter at Conison Psy.D, on Facebook right here, Alexis Conison Psy.D. I think that's it, and I hope to connect with you soon. And don't forget to sign up for my newsletter and my free course. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you're going to get notified of all of these other free resources that are going to be coming out in the next few weeks, including the masterclass about why diets don't work and what you can do instead. So I want to thank you for spending this mindful moments with me today, and I hope you will take some time to integrate and just be present with what you're already doing. It really doesn't have to take up any extra time and can be fully doable in your busy schedule. I'll see you next time. Take care.